All right, we're back. Getting ready to go pick up Ophelia. Uh, we had a little mishap earlier, so we'll go ahead and get started with this. So, her story is going to involve this kindling. I don't remember what that was. I do remember I played her story. So she is a cleric, great cathedral. So I'm assuming the flame would be their religious symbol or the religion. So the kindling, I'm going to assume. Kindling holy pilgrimage carried out once every 20 years. So Liana is the one who's gonna be going on that. But tragedy strikes. She'll need brave allies, so obviously. So we can skip. I didn't pay attention to that earlier, but obviously we want to hear the beginning of the tale, even though it can be a little
Come in.
boring at points. At least Hannah's was, in my opinion.
May the sacred flame light your path on this fine day. And may it ever shine its warmth upon you. How many times have we said those words? And yet, they seem to take on a whole new meaning now. Each day is one day closer to my departure. Perhaps I'm more nervous than I thought I was. Liana? You needn't worry about me. I was born to make the pilgrimage. My father did the same 20 years ago. As his daughter, I cannot let him down. You really are incredible, Liana. I don't know how you do it. What? As the Archbishop's only true-born daughter, everyone always expects so much from you.
So Ophelia, we're seeing, is not true-born to the family, so she's adopted, I would assume.
And yet you never fail them. Each of your sermons is more inspiring than the last. And now, the pilgrimage. So much is placed on you alone. Don't be silly. I'm not alone. I have you, don't I? And everyone at the cathedral. Why, you're the one who helped me think of a topic for that last sermon, Ophelia. You even stayed up nights with me to draft it. A willing set of ears and a few pretty words, that's all I could offer you. I wish I could do something that would truly help you. Oh, abandon such worries and come, my sister. Father is expecting us in the chapel.
So what we're seeing with Ophelia is she is your typical, and her family too. We're seeing typical cleric, white mage, paladin, pure of heart. In the beginning, 13 gods created the land. They shaped the mountains, filled the seas, gave life to mighty trees and myriad beasts. And then they created men who would become masters of the land. Yet one god, Galdera, was too greedy to part with his creations. And so the 12 deities of good were forced into a desperate struggle with the cruel Galdera, lord of the most infernal magics. In the end, the conflict was brought to a close by Aldefric, the Flame Bringer, lord of all that is holy. out a frick called Astral Fire down upon Galdera, sapping his strength, and sealed him away in the afterworld. So this is basically your typical story of heaven and hell. A divine flame to chase the shadows. This is the sacred flame that shines down on the land of Orstera, bringing warmth and guidance to its people.
There you are, my girls.
Your Excellency, may the sacred flame ever light your path. Have you need of us here, Father?
I wish to see you, that is all. Do carry on with your duties.
Oh man, his voice, probably the worst in the game so far.
As you wish, Your Excellency.
It is as if the two of you have become women grown in but the blink of an eye. How long has it been, Ophelia, since you came to us?
15 years, Your Excellency, or near enough so.
15 years. I suppose it is little wonder that you have grown so.
I was but an orphan, Your Excellency, starving and sickly. I would not have lived to see this day if you had not taken me in. I may not have said it enough growing up, but my heart is full of gratitude for all that you have given me.
No need for such words, my child. We all follow the path the flame illuminates for us.
Come on, Feely. We're family. You, Father, and I. There's no need to be so formal about it. Why should you have to thank us for being with you? That's what family's for. Of course. You're right, Liana. And besides, Father may be a great archbishop in here, but we both know he's just an old layabout at home. Isn't that right, Father?
An old layabout? Oh, you wound me, Liana.
I know your duties at the cathedral keep you busy, Father, but honestly, you're no help at all when it comes to keeping a household running. Would it kill you to cook a meal or dust the bookshelves from time to time?
Oh my. When you put it that way, I suppose I am quite useless after all.
So even the great and beloved Archbishop falls short in the discerning eye of his daughter.
So it would seem, Ophelia. So it would seem. Now, tell me, Liana. Are you prepared for your journey to the Cave of Origins?
But of course, Father. I am ready.
So,
In the deepest recess of that cave is where you will find the first flame. You will take the ember to the churches across the realm, where it will serve to light the sacred fires that warm and protect all the lands. This is the kindling, the time-honored rite held without fail once every 20 years since the days of old. Your journey will not be an easy one. As soon as you step foot into the wilderness, you will be met with lawless villains and savage beasts. Yes, many a servant of the church has made this journey throughout our history. Some have never returned. But I know you can do this, my daughter. Everyone has put their faith in you.
You have my word, Father. I won't let anyone down. I will carry out the rite, just as you did 20 years before.
Very good, my child. Very good.
Father? Are you all right, Your Excellency?
It's nothing to worry yourselves over. Just my years announcing their advance.
Oh, you mustn't sound so gloomy, Your Excellency. There is still so much we would learn from you before we let you call yourself Archbishop Emeritus. Ophelia is right, Father. Like she always is. You should retire for the day and let your body recuperate. We can handle things from here. We will let the Pontiff know that you are resting in your chambers, sir.
When my two girls insist, who is this old man to deny them? I will leave the preparations for today's service to you.
We will take care of everything, Your Excellency. I'll see Father back to his chambers. Thank you, Liana. I will see to our duties
So,
here.
we are... so I know that's quite a bit of talking there, but... as I was listening to this, I was thinking how this game sets up these tales. We get a good sense of characters. Like, we think back to Therian and when he's in Ravis Manor. So we get a sense of Therian's character, the way he interacts. We even get a sense of Lady Ravis. You get a feeling for Heathcote too. Like, I think they do a really good job of portraying the characters and just the little interactions we get with them. Now that could obviously change down the line, and you know, like the writing itself isn't real in depth. So with Therian, he's a very arrogant thief, and we get that. He's more, you know, he's got that pride about him. So we get to see a lot of his character through his dialogue. Lady Ravis at the end, you get a sense that she doesn't necessarily like that she had to fool him in. She's worried about what she's sending him out on. Heathcote, we get a sense that he may have once been a thief, and he's duty bound to her now. He's more businesslike. We move on to Hannett. Like I had said in that one video, she has this noble nature about her. She's dignified. She's very steeped in the traditions of her village. Now we move on to Ophelia and these three. They're very traditional, and you get a sense, and I'm going to bring up Final Fantasy Tactics if you've ever played it. That game, the writing, in my opinion, was excellent in that game. You got a sense with Tactics that there was always something looming overhead. There was something brewing behind the scenes. So, and it dealt with the church a lot. So you always felt like something was not always as it seemed. There was a darker layer that you weren't always being shown. So in this game, Ophelia you can see is pure. Liana, you get a sense that she's pure, and the Archbishop, you also get that sense. And I think that these characters are going to have a contrast to one another. So they're being written. A lot of times their dialogue is very simplistic. Like Ophelia, her dialogue wasn't very in depth, but it serves its purpose to show you the character. And I'll bring up Final Fantasy IV. Rosa was a white mage, but I felt she was a more realistic character probably than Ophelia is going to be, because Ophelia is being set up to be this virtuous character. Rosa, on the other hand, was virtuous, but she was more human-like. She exhibited flaws because of her struggle, or the struggle between Cecil and Kane. So she seemed just more like a regular human in my eyes. But I do like the way the game's setting them up, because they're gonna, when we have all 8 together, probably with the clash of personalities, probably flow well together. But I don't know how they're going to interact together. I'm kind of curious about that.
Well then.
So, child's here all alone. And the child has lost his
Won't you come
mama.
with me?
And there we go. That's going to be the path action.
Of course.
The sacred flame will show you the way. She cannot abandon this poor boy, so her nature will not allow it. And that is her path action. So Ophelia can guide, and it will lead them wherever they go, and that's going to be the symbol. So we're going to guide. So we are going to take him. Well, it looks like I'm right on top. I guess I wasn't going to the proper spot on the
Mother!
screen.
Young man! Oh,
And kid's in trouble. Ophelia's the hero.
Actually,
And she's going to praise him for being
thank
so
you
brave.
so much.
but of course.
Thank you.
I see.
So she's all touched that he considers her his daughter.
If I might.
Of course.
Ah.
Well then.
Oh!
So here's another character referencing his 2 daughters. And I'm sure that's going to touch her heart.
No, no.
No. It's a disaster!
But how could...
No, no.
Forgive me.
So that guy seems a little suspicious.
You're excellent! Ophelia, please! Please. Forgive me, Liana, but His Excellency...
What His Excellency needs most now is rest. Please try not to excite him.
Of course. Forgive me.
It's because everyone likes somebody panicking at their bedside.
Yes, Father?
The pilgrimage. The sacred flame.
Do not worry yourself, Father. I will perform the rite without fail, just as you taught me.
That is going to...
Father,
Worry not, Sister Liana. He is only resting.
Liana,
Sister Liana, are you not well?
So, is she gonna fall over?
I think I just need some fresh air. Liana. I know she's trying to act strong before the others. I worry for her. I should be by her side at a time like this.
Well, I was thinking that, we may have had that traitor there had done something to the family. But I guess she's just worried. So let's go ahead and save. Too many times have I lost progress on games.
Liana, how are you feeling? Ophelia? What am I to do, Ophelia? Father, my father is... Liana, thinking about what might happen makes me feel so scared, so angry that I feel like my heart might just burst. But if I fall to pieces now, everyone will lose hope. I must be strong. And soon, I must depart on the pilgrimage. The rite cannot be put off any longer. There are centuries of tradition we must obey.
So why do we have to obey tradition? Like, who cares? I've just never figured that out. It's a tradition. So tradition can wait. Like, I'm sure the people would understand.
But leaving my father behind, without even knowing if I'll ever see him again. Don't despair, Liana. We are together in this. We will find a way. Ophelia.
It's been 15 years since His Excellency took me in. My family lost in the war. I was left with nothing and no one to care for me.
Now then,
So do not despair, Ophelia. From today we are your family. This is Liana, my daughter, your new sister.
Hey.
My name's Liana, but you can call me Anna if you'd like, or I guess maybe Anna.
Huh?
What's the matter with her?
oh,
I'm afraid she's gone through something very sad. So let us see that she is cheered once more. Together in the light of the sacred flame, we will find happiness.
Yes.
I'll be the best sister ever, Ophelia. My first days in the Archbishop's home, I kept to my room and spoke to no one. It was she who brought me out of my shell, Liana, my best friend, my sister.
Hey, Billy. Don't you want to go outside? Oh, I know. There's someplace I just have to take you. What? This way! Up here! Where are we going? It's just a little further. Come on, we're nearly there. Here we are. What is this place? It's my favorite place in all the world. Maybe it could become your favorite place too. Hmm? It's beautiful.
So I thought
Isn't
Hannah's
it, though? That's why I
was
love
long-winded. But Ophelia's is, I do believe, is a little more long-winded.
Here, Feely. This is for you. So now, won't you play with me? Still no? Feely, are you crying? No, I'm not. I'm not crying. Good to hear it. We're going to be the best of sisters, Feely. I just know it. I'd like that too, Liana. Then it's settled. Oh, next time I'll teach you my favorite game, and then...
After I lost my family, I was convinced it was my fate to be alone and miserable for the rest of my days. Liana brought me out from under that dark cloud and gave me the strength to start living again.
I'm sorry.
So, of course, she's going to return.
Yes.
And we now know the setup.
And yet...
So, Ophelia's going to get the plan to go on the journey.
In that case...
And there you go. So now, we're going to go east. I want you to look at that. So let's definitely save. Oh, I would hate for something to happen and have to redo all that. So path to the Cave of Origin. There's treasure chests.
Flame, protect us!
Come in, if thou darest.
My turn.
So we're just
I'll do
gonna
my
attack.
best.
Now she's only got one weapon, it seems, but they're vulnerable to
What
it,
next?
so I'm okay with that.
My turn now. I will not be
So
defeated.
I feel you're gonna get that one,
Out of my way. Try that.
Come in, if thou darest.
and let's see. Let's go ahead and capture this. Let's see. Yeah, let's
I
release
follow
it.
you,
So
my corner.
that answers our question from a previous video. So apparently there is a limit on how many of the beasts we can capture. And what am I stuck on? Now the path here is a little difficult to
Flame,
discern.
protect us!
Come in, if
Oh,
My turn.
it's too easy to get in that habit of just hitting the button to attack. That's okay. The only thing we really have to worry about in this scenario is Ophelia. So let's see if they're not vulnerable to that.
let the hunt begin. Let my arrow fly in
Because
truth.
Ophelia
Out of my way.
is level 2 right now, I think. I think she's just leveled up, so we definitely want to watch
My
and
turn.
make sure she's not gonna get slaughtered.
Thou didst fight with courage.
Yeah, she just went up to level 3, so we'll want to be careful.
Now,
Of
let
course
us
that
hunt.
happened.
My turn.
Come in, if thou darest.
Alright, so
Well then,
no good there. So let's try Holy Light.
oh sacred light!
And there you go.
Out of my way.
I had a feeling they would be vulnerable to that.
I will not be defeated.
Come
I
in.
don't really think there's any real bonus
My turn.
to filling out the vulnerabilities,
Out of my
but
way.
I don't know. It's just something I
Where's
like
the nearest
to
tavern?
do. Alright, so let's save, and we're gonna pause here. I did not expect that origin story to be quite that long, so we will pick up going into the Cave of Origin, and hopefully the end of the story goes a little quicker and we'll move on and hopefully be set up to get our fourth character. I did look at the map in one of the videos. If my memory serves, I think it was Cyrus. I think he was the scholar. Anyway, guys, we're moving right along. Hopefully, we can keep this pace up. I know probably Monday will slow down a little bit because that's when I'll be going in for work. But anyway, hopefully we keep this up and just keep an eye out for the next part when we go into the Cave of Origin. As usual, any comments, suggestions, be sure to leave them. You like what you see, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe so you know when the next video comes out. Stay tuned for that next video. Appreciate it.